Check. Good. So I'm Max Ceron. Max Ceron, CWB Association Welding Podcast. Today we have a really cool guest, Welding Podcast.
The show is about to begin.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the CWB Association Podcast. My name is Max Ceron, and we are here in beautiful and sunny today, New Brunswick. St. John is the city we're in, and we've been having so much fun all week here with Skills Atlantic. These competitions are so much fun. It's part of our job at CWB to support, but it's probably one of the best parts of our jobs is to be here supporting the students. And today's students are going to be all from high schools, so secondary students. My guest today is Andrew Clarke, who is a skilled trades teacher for the Harbour View High School out here, and we've talked many times before.
Oh, yeah.
We've known each other for a bit now. Andrew, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Yeah. So you said you listen to the show. Do you really?
Yep. Actually, I have last week's episode queued up on my next podcast.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I do wonder if I have more than one or two listeners.
Oh, you got lots. You got lots.
So tell me a little bit about your position. What do you do here, for the high school first?
For high school, currently I am the SPR, which is the department head for the skilled trades, skilled trades, technology, and arts, or the tech department. So
yeah,
I have all the creatives, which is fantastic, I think.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Oh, I got the best job in the world. Come on. I get paid to play with power tools, right? Paid to play with fire. Come on.
Yeah. Now, your high school, what size is it? Like, is it a big school for your area? Or?
For our area, I would say we're one of the bigger ones now. We're about 1,100 students.
Oh wow, that's a big high school. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a great size because it's big enough that we can offer all kinds of programs to all kinds of students. And our school motto is "Invent Yourself Here," so the kids have a chance to really. Oh, I might be in AP Psych today in this class, but this afternoon I'm going to be in welding.
Right.
Or I might be in cabinet making or...
You get a little bit of taste of everything. When you're too small, you kind of miss out on funding too.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and sometimes funding's the issue, but especially in New Brunswick where we have smaller schools here.
Right.
So it's just population. We've got the size of the province is less than Edmonton. So it's like you can't have the same funding for a province like that, but we do some pretty cool stuff, and I think personally, we have one of the better programs around. But that's just me.
Yeah, well, I mean,
kind of biased.
It's your baby, right? It's your baby.
It's my baby.
So for yourself and for the people listening, how do you, as a teacher, because you probably went to college in education, how did you end up being in charge of this type of work? Because this is kind of a disconnect that we see across Canada, which I think you've bridged well. Yeah. But many teachers struggle with, being a teacher and getting put into trades programs.
Well, for me, when I started teaching way back 20 years ago, my first long-term supply was actually a social studies class. Okay. I'm actually social studies trained, as my ed degree says.
Okay.
You can't get a tech teacher degree.
No, it's not a thing.
Other than BC, I think. BC is the only place, which I think it's fantastic, but every place needs it because we need tech teachers.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? And to me, I learned from from growing up.
Yeah.
I had a hammer in my
family.
Yeah. I had a hammer in my hand at 4 years old. Driving nails.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you have family that was
oh yeah.
Like in the trades?
My grandfather was a carpenter. He retired as building inspector from the city of Calgary.
Okay.
Eons ago.
Yeah.
Like he went up through the trades there. My grandfather was in agriculture. My uncles, multiple uncles in trades. Uncles and cousins, welding, commercial refrigeration, things like that. So
a little bit of everything around.
Oh, yeah.
So around the supper table, it was talking about work and what's going on.
And at Masters, Red Seal, same thing. We didn't care. You got education. You were smart. You were smart. So me, it's like I got me. Yeah. So I'm in my summer jobs, working in the trades.
Yeah.
I came back from university with more money in my summer jobs than my classmates had all year. I was like, guys, come on.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah. Like I'm picking, and I've got saleable skills.
Yeah.
So I can go out and I can find work no matter what.
So you go to university to get your ed degree. You're majoring in a social science world. You get out to the school district. As a young teacher, you're you're going to take whatever job comes up, really, right? You get out there. My daughter's a teacher. So I've seen the process. And then, someone taps you on the shoulder and said, hey, what about these programs?
Well, for me, like when I had that social studies job, it was like 2 months because the gentleman had a heart attack and had to retire.
Okay.
Early.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Like the long retirement type of heart attack?
Well, no. It was, fortunately not, but it was
long sleep?
It wasn't a long sleep, but it was like, it's time to...
to pull off. Yeah.
Time to back off because the next one will kill him. So
yeah,
no worries. And then I spent another year supplying, and the shop teacher in the junior high was teaching. I was supplying at, was retiring, and said, you'd be really good at this because you already have these skills and things like
You're
that.
Comfortable with
and,
it, yeah.
And we've seen what you can do with the things, and we've seen what you can do with your hands. So, okay, so I got his job. He went to retired, and it's like, because nobody else had applied. And I went, well, do I really want to do that? I'm like, I was thinking I was still in love with social studies. I was like,
yeah.
But
I don't feel like it's a big stretch to get from the social sciences to the trades.
No. And for me, though, also at the same time, I was also a coach.
Yeah.
I was coaching swimming.
Right.
So I coached swimming at every level for 24 years before I retired. And it was like going to the skilled trades to teach the skills.
Yeah.
It's just like coaching.
Yeah, it is.
So it was a real short bridge.
The dynamics between sports and the steel trades are very, very similar.
Yeah, very.
It comes up on the podcast a lot.
Yeah. And for me, it's like having that background really made me a better teacher.
Yeah.
So, and then getting in is like,
how is it in terms of support for you? Because like you're in a position where you understand the tools, you get it.
Yeah.
The guy says he's going to retire. You kind of come in. They have books of curriculum for you, and it's go.
When he retired, it was bye.
Right. So, like, how were you supported into that transition? And do you think
he helped a little bit with some things? Said, "Yeah, that's what you do," things like that. And we went through some things, and then he left, and it was my show. And I went, okay. I was fortunate because at that time I was actually in Alberta because I'm actually from Alberta originally, and they had some PD sessions offered through their summer programs. So I did that. Yeah. And every time that came up, I would always do something like that. It's any PD I could always find. I always chased.
Yeah.
Anything skills based, I always chased. Yeah. So started there, and then I actually moved to a high school. Yeah. In a different community, and spent 5 years there. 5 years. Really enjoyed it, and met my wife, who was from here.
Okay, that's what happened. Okay.
I met my wife, who was here. We met at a wedding there, and it was like our relationship started off something like, well, I've got 10 minutes. I got to get back to school. Yeah. 90 minutes later, it's like, oh, I really got to get back. It was the day before school started. Yeah. So that's how it started. And then we got married, and we went there for a year, and I realized partway through the year, I just looked at her, and we had some family things that come up, and went, you know what, honey?
Let's go back east.
Let's go back east. I can make it go no matter what.
Yeah.
And just, family things we just had to get home for, and not a big deal.
So that's interesting because you got kind of the tale of two provinces then in terms of your history. Oh, yeah. What would be, I guess, your biggest differences you see between what you experienced for the education system in Alberta versus here? There is a lot of conversation in the Atlantic provinces of the West versus East kind of thing, right? And as a Westerner, we are woefully ignorant of what happens in the East, right? I'm trying to help bridge that because I think there's untapped resources out here.
Yeah, it's amazing resources
of all kinds.
Yeah.
So what was your perspective with that?
Well, when I first got here, I was a bit arrogant, a bit cocky, and things like that. And it's like
Albertan.
Oh. Okay, I will own that one. Yeah, I will own that one. Yeah, I'll own that one. I'll take it. And I have, and what I realized is here in the Maritimes is these social structures are much better developed.
Okay, yeah.
For society and to help support everything than they are out west.
It's much more feast and famine out west.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when it's feast, it's me. When it's famine, it's like help. Yeah. Where here, it's
community.
It's community. And yes, we all struggle from time to time, but we're always going to be there to support. We're always going to help grow each other and support each other. And we may not grow as fast, but we're always growing.
Yeah.
And for me, when I moved here, I went, this is a land of opportunity. And it truly is. Like, I moved here without a job.
Yeah. Well, and that's one of the barriers that I've been talking about all week is this idea that we have in the West that there's no work out here.
Oh, there's tons of work
Right,
out here.
because from our perspective, we get the East Coasters coming in for shutdowns,
Yeah.
coming in the summer to work, and we have this thought that they must come out because there's no work out here.
No, there's work.
And that's not the thing. What I've learned over the last couple of days of interviewing people here in St. John is that there's lots of work out here. It just maybe they could make more.
Yeah.
And it was just there's opportunities to perhaps make a higher wage for a period of time out west,
Well,
but that's it. It's not because there isn't something here.
You may get the higher wage, but the cost of living.
Oh yes,
That's the other thing that because when I was out west and we were moving back here, I had a mini home, they call it here,
Mhm.
mobile home, right?
Yeah.
I was on private property, but for what I sold it for was more than the value of the house I'm in now, which is on 2 acres. Well, now the value of my house is of course gone up, but
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
at the time it was like
How is this so cheap?
what I could buy here was like it was a mini home there, but I could buy it a 2-story on 3 acres here for the same price. It was like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, I've been looking at house prices around here
Yeah.
lately,
And
because as I get closer to retirement, it's like, where would I like to have a place in Canada? You know what I mean? Like
well, you know what? I'll say this: the winters here, I'll take any time. Might have
Yeah.
a little bit of shoveling, but big deal.
oh,
you don't have the
compared to what
cold.
I got in Regina, minus 50.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't think you guys get that.
Well, everybody, the locals, the ones who are not familiar with the prairie cold,
Yeah.
like the Arctic cold, will go, "Oh, it's cold, it's cold." And going, it's only minus 20.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
I don't have my winter coat on yet. I'm still in my fall coat. Come on.
Yeah. So when you got out here,
Yeah.
right, you got a job, and did you go immediately into supporting the trades in education here, or did you kind of have to start all over?
When I got here, like I literally came here. I had a job interview here, and I didn't get the job. It was a skills trades teacher.
Okay.
I didn't get the job somebody else got, and I've met the guy since, and he's a great guy.
Yeah.
I've had lots of dealings with him. He's a great guy. But for me, it was like I came here. I ended up with no job, so I was like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Well, I got on the supply list. Took a little bit to get on there, and then I spent a few years doing that. But at the same time, I was also working in the trades.
Yeah.
I got a skill set.
Yeah.
Why not use it? So I was renovating houses, building decks, doing
Yeah.
things,
Getting paychecks,
making money,
Yeah.
and also coaching. And I showed up, and I walked into a job
Yeah.
coaching. I was just like, oh, you're looking
Coaches
for-
are always needed.
you're looking for a coach?
Yeah.
Great. We're looking for a coach.
Yeah.
Man, timing.
Yeah.
Do you have time for an interview? Like, are you guys looking for a coach? I said, you got half an hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was good. But then I really got into the teaching stuff, and I was able to get I actually started on a mat leave here,
Okay. Yeah.
teaching
covering,
automotive.
Yeah. Oh, automotive. Cool.
Automotive.
So you're sliding right into like.
I went from woodworking
yeah.
to automotive. I had some background on automotive already, so it was
Yeah.
good because I'd done some of that. So
Enough to not hurt yourself. Yeah.
well, but I had done enough experience either on the farm or
Right,
teaching it out west in the
Well, and
junior
you-
high, things like
you're
that.
comfortable
So,
with the tools
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they needed somebody, and they couldn't find anybody. Of course, everybody's always looking for a red seal. Unfortunately, I don't have one. I'd love to get one, and I'm still working
You're trying
towards
to
it.
wheel and deal towards one.
Well, no, hey, no, I don't mind putting the work in.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no issue putting the work in and things like that. But at the same time, is I'm always wanting to learn and grow my skill base, because if I can get better skills, it benefits the students.
Right. Right.
So how can I do that? So that's what I did. I did a automotive thing, and they came up with a welding PL. They're just starting to push the welding with the foundation.
With the foundation,
With the
yeah.
foundation. And it was fantastic. The school I was in actually got the first lab from the foundation menu there.
Nice.
Right in, and I was like, or one of the first labs, and I was like, nice. I got in there.
Mhm.
We got a feel for it a bit, and they did some more PL over the summer.
Mhm.
Professional learning for those non-New Brunswickers.
Yeah.
PD everywhere else.
PD everywhere else.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got in that, and I just dove in head first after that. And,
Yeah.
after that year was up, I literally went from that school. It ended on the Monday, in the middle of January, end of January,
Yeah.
end of semester. Started the next semester at Harbour View.
Okay.
And
Like with the welding program, or
actually, that was a semester they were putting in the welding program. And at that point, I had a couple
yeah.
pack tickets, right?
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
the
yeah.
basic.
Key
welding.
class. Yeah.
Yeah. No, one MIG, one stick. Big
Yeah,
deal.
but you know the
F4.
process.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I knew the process. I knew what it was. I kept always doing the things to improve it. And they needed somebody. I could do it.
Mhm.
And I was always chasing it, always growing it. And I've just kept going. And now we've got we got a brand new booth there. Like I walked in there, we had nothing. And that was 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came there as foundation, I can't remember her name for the foundation at that point. Retired.
Deb,
yeah.
Deborah Mates.
Yeah. She showed up there with the provincial guy there. And we had we weren't even turned the machines on yet. She said, we've got a conference coming up here. We can get you on the list. We can go. And I went, fantastic. And that was in Winnipeg that year.
Oh, yeah. Fun.
Yeah,
that was a good year.
Yeah, that was a good year. I remember you were talking about your trip to Ghana. And and I was like, that was, and after that, I'd gone to every one.
Mm-hmm.
And even the virtual ones, I was like, never missed them. Because I always walked out with something I could use the next day.
Yeah.
I could use the next month. I could use the next year. So those have been fantastic.
Yeah, no, they're a lot of fun to put on, and I used to love attending them before. So
Yeah, no, it's been fun, and it's like but doing that, and then every year I've done PL. I've done PL on my further and grow the program and grow what my skill base is. Because if I can get better,
right,
the kids are going to get better.
Well, and that's some of the things that are happening now that we're seeing across the country is that there's kind of a understanding that in order to teach the trades, it's not just as easy as, hey, this is your assignment tomorrow.
No.
There needs to be some background there.
Yeah. Like me and the other full-time. Well, we have 2.5 positions at the school right now of skilled trades teachers. None of us have a red seal, but we're always looking at what can we do to improve our skills and we're always growing the programs because the kids have the interest. We want more.
Yeah.
And we're spending long hours. Like
learning yourself,
learning ourselves and things like that. But like even the school culture though is kind of cool. In my school is 5:00 on a Friday. Half the staff are still there.
We're sticking around,
and we got a staff of 60 teachers.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's a lot.
Yeah, or 65 teachers, something like that. But like half the staff is still there on a Friday at 5:00. What's that say?
That's wild.
Right?
I remember my kids when they were in school. It was like 3:00 on a Friday. It was a desert.
Right? But no, it's like we're all there. Quite often the trades teachers are there, or if we're not there, the teachers aren't there at school. The other teachers even.
Yeah.
We're off doing sports or other activities for the school. So for me, Harbour View's been a fantastic fit.
Now, in your opinion, like, with your experience, if you could put it in a box, how or what would an instructor need to know that is getting put into a similar position, a teacher in a high school, that they're like, you're going to be the shop teacher next semester? They may not have the comfort with tools. They may not have the background like you did. And I'm sure this happens all the time.
It does.
Right? So how do we support, or how can they be supported?
What I think should really happen is they should almost have a hybrid bridging time with somebody who is a good model. Right? Who's good with the tools.
A mentor,
A mentor. Yeah. And maybe they're teaching one class by themselves or teaching a class together, co-teaching or something like that. So they can see the organization, so they see the classroom management. They can see what you have to do to be evolving with things. So you can do that and slowly spread them out. Kind of like how, when teachers go through the program, we do a placement.
Yeah.
The skilled trades need their own placement almost.
Yeah, like a separate placement plan.
A separate placement plan. They've been trying some different things here in the province, and I think they've been pretty successful.
Yeah.
What I've seen from them and what we've done with the participation of it, those teachers I think have been good, but it's also then what's that next step?
Right.
And it's also that continuous contact, things like that. And I've always tried now with me, because I've been here long enough, and I've got teachers who I'm always reaching out, or they're reaching out to me, and it's like, you know what do I do in this? The
network. Yeah.
The networking, and how do you keep that networking going with the things and with the other teachers and the newer teachers coming up?
Right.
And I always try to make myself available to, and it doesn't have to be my school, it's the other schools too. So how can you reach out and just keep that contact going?
Right.
So, how do you work out in this situation? What do you do? Things like this, or I'm having this issues.
Right.
This is what my experience is.
Yeah.
May or may not be good, but
there's probably lots that crosses over everywhere, right?
And it doesn't have to be specific to just welding, because fortunately for me, I get to teach welding.
Yeah.
And I'm also teaching machining, so it's like,
so you get a few flavors in there.
I got a few flavors in there. I get to mix things up. So, but I've also done the cabinet making stuff before in previous lives and construction building. So it's like, so if we have questions, we can go back and forth, or if it can't go, maybe talk to this person, or we can make those connections.
Yeah. I remember when I was teaching at the college, we'd get together for Can Weld, EdCons, and stuff like that. And one of the things that I often heard was a theme that there just isn't the funding in high schools. You know, for like for the college, we got, you know, $1 million to run, you know, for 120 students, and the steel just rolls in, and the gases are just full, and the filler metals are coming in when they're needed. And also when you hire a new instructor, we could fully support where it's like you said, like co-teaching, like there's a long training in process of teaching all the equipment, teaching the curriculum before you hand it off. That overlap is extremely expensive from a taxpayer point of view, right?
It is, and that's something that's why I give up my own volunteer time after hours, things like that, or I don't mind coming in after hours to work with those teachers.
But if only the money was there.
It'd be nice if the money was there, but at the same time, I was talking to my principals about this. It says, if you want a quality program, it's going to cost. Right. And if you're budgeting us $3,000, I can blow through that in a week.
Yeah, I went to a high school and they said they had a $1,200 budget for the semester. Yeah. I was like, what are you teaching them? Yeah. Like that's 4 plates of 14 gauge.
So it's like, how do you get creative with the usage and things like that? Yeah. And it's like, you know what?
You find ways.
We find ways. Mm-hmm. We do have what we do at the school is we do some different actually, the advanced kids I have is I actually have them do the Skills National projects.
Right.
Or their capstone project. So at the end, they get to take that home.
They get to practice that out.
Yeah, they practice it out. They get to do it, and that's their final project. And it's like, but then they go, well, and I also get them to price it out. Yeah. Of how much steel it is. And just for the steel alone, like, so I pay this much money per semester, and I get gloves, and I get some other some PPE. Just covered part of the cost, and they get to keep that stuff. But then I also get to keep this project at the end, and like
worth a couple $100.
the steel alone is like $100.
Yeah.
And they already got gloves and some other things,
and then the hours they put into it. Yeah.
And that's not including the consumables. And they go, oh, yeah. So that I don't mind paying this fee.
Yeah, this is what it is.
Because I'm getting so much extra.
Right. All right. So, you know, you're working with the program. You're teaching the kids. What evolution have you seen now? You said 20 years you've been in the game.
Yeah, 19 years since I graduated university. So
what have you seen in changes, you know, even just specifically here since you've gotten to the East Coast, in curriculum, in the way the trades are being taught?
We're in New Brunswick. We've been in the midst of a curriculum refresh, which has been needed. Some of our curriculum has been 20 or 30 years old.
Ouch. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, but we've got my eldest stepson is younger than some of the curriculum I'm teaching. It's like,
if the person that wrote the textbook doesn't live anymore, maybe we need a new textbook.
Yeah, so like, come on. The province has been really good about refreshing the curriculum in the last 10 years, which has been great. And it's really helped reinvigorate the students. Like our programs are running at capacity. We have waiting lists for our programs in the schools. And a lot of the other schools I'm hearing is we're in the same situation now.
Right.
Because
that's good.
Right? That's what we want.
That's right.
Right?
That's the dream. Everyone's waitlisted. I mean, it's not great for the students on the wait list, but
it's now,
it means it's healthy.
We need teachers, though, now. So now we've got that cart and horse. Yeah. Got the cart and horse issue, and that's the issue. And we want to get good quality teachers. Yes, the ideal would be to have a red seal, but why are the red seals going to, and in New Brunswick especially, they have to go back to school. They have to get an ed degree, which means they have to get an undergrad degree.
You guys can't do ed certificate out here. It has to be a degree. Ouch.
Yeah. So
because out west, a cert's all you need to.
Well, like for me, I went to the U of A, and at the U of A, if you had a red seal, it was like a 2-year after ed program. You get your teaching degree. So anybody who's come to me here and said, "Listen, I got my red seal, but 5 years, I can't afford that."
Yeah, for sure.
Right? To take a pay cut? Like, no, I'm not going to go into the trades.
Yeah, in Saskatchewan, I went to teach with my red seal, and they put me through a 2-year program while I was working to get my. But I was allowed to work as long as I maintained progress in this course, and then you get.
And it's like, so what can we do to help grow their programs? And I was like, well, so if they've come to me and said, well, I need a degree, okay, well, if you can afford to, go to Edmonton, go to the U of A.
Yeah.
Right? If you can't, there's not many options here, but this is what you can do.
Yeah. That makes it tough. Yeah.
They do it. They have had some programs in the past before my time where they've had some sort of bridging program, and I think there's been some talk about it coming back, but it's it still needs to happen. But at the same time, is we also have to have those right individuals, because you get those red seals who are burnt out.
Right.
We don't want them
or they're on the way out and they don't care.
They've already checked out. They're on the way out. We don't want them, because as much as they may want to teach thinking it's a backup, it's like, no, you don't have that energy. You don't have that focus.
It's a whole nother vibe. Like when I started teaching, I remember the program head, when he was interviewing me, was saying, you don't come to teach for the money. No. You don't come to teach, for any you come for the lifestyle, because teaching is a lifestyle. It's something that you take home with you. You become emotionally invested with the kids. These things happen. And if you're not ready for the whole, don't come, right?
Yeah. And you might have some late nights. You might have some, and your pay may look good on paper, but you're not doing a 9 to 5.
No.
9 to 5s don't exist. And I actually sent my principal an email last night, saying today was my payday, because I was here yesterday and we brought kids. We were at 200 kids for the triad trade. Yeah. We also had 48 girls for the young women in trades and technology conference panel here. Yeah. Right. So we brought 240 kids from our school.
Wow.
They were fantastically behaved. The teachers who were with them, I had a chance to bounce around. Everybody was engaged, asking really good questions, things like that. Came back. Everybody was thrilled to be here. Great time coming back, and went, this was a payday. I got paid yesterday.
That's what's supposed to happen.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and today I got kids here competing in the skills competition too. We actually had a couple yesterday competing.
Was there some in that room I was talking to this morning?
Yeah, there's one in there. So
they look so nervous.
Oh yeah.
But it's cute. I love it. It fills my heart to see, a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old already focusing that well. I was nowhere responsible at 16 years old.
We actually had a grade 9 yesterday competing.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're to me, we want to get the kids engaged and finding what they want to do. That's why the school models invent yourself here, because they can do that.
Yeah.
Right? So they can do that. They can invent themselves. They can find out. They can try things. I got quite a few kids who get out and, I'm going into this, I'm going into that. And I ran into quite a few alumni actually yesterday. They're in school here doing different trades.
Yeah, that's amazing. All right. Well, we're at the time in the interview where we got to switch gears. So we're going to take time for the commercials right now. We'll be right back from some words from our advertisers on the CWB Association podcast here with Andrew Clarke.
The CWB Association is new and improved and focused on you. We offer a free membership with lots of benefits to anyone interested in joining an association that is passionate about welding. We are committed to educating, informing, and connecting our workforce. Gain access to your free digital publication of the Weld magazine, free online training, conferences, and lots of giveaways. Reach out to your local CWB Association chapter today to connect with other welding professionals and share welding as a trade in your community. Build your career, stay informed, and support the Canadian welding industry. Join today and learn more at cwbassociation.org.
And we are back here on the CWB Association podcast. My name is Max Ceron, and I'm here with Andrew Clarke, who's a teacher at Harbour View High School out in New Brunswick. All right, so we talked about, the journey of getting into teaching, becoming part of the skills family, the skilled trades. Now, let's talk about skills competition. So first of all, when did you get involved with the skills competition?
My first touch with skills competitions was actually when I was out west. And I actually brought a bus full from my school, because I lived in Hinton at the time.
Okay, yeah.
And we brought it into the Provincials so they could see what was going on, because we missed the regional deadline, things like that. Just,
but just go check it out. Yeah.
Check it out. I want to get the kids inspired, just get them interested. And they got to go from Hinton to Edmonton for the day.
Yeah.
I got to see the Provincials, and they came into the, where is it? Oh, by Northlands there, right?
Yeah, the exhibition grounds.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, man, they're like, wow, all these
so
different
huge.
things. Huge. Like, wow, all these things going on. Like, wow.
And all other students their own age.
Yeah, their own age, yeah.
Right? So they're it's not just, a grown-up thing.
No, it was like,
I
want to do this.
Yeah.
And when I did that, I always like to take those kids who are kind of rough on those edges, things like that, and they came back inspired, and they had to focus what they wanted to do, and I was like, awesome. So then when I was here, And when I was actually teaching my first school here on the mat leave,
Mm-hmm.
they actually hosted provincials that year for skills.
Okay.
And that was actually when
So it was right in your back door.
it was actually right in the shop too,
Awesome.
because we had the automotive thing. It was right in the shop, and it was actually at that point Luke was the ED here for skills,
Okay.
and that was when Courtney Donovan just came on that year. So
So that would have been like 2020.
17,
Oh, that was
2016,
that,
2016.
was it that long ago? Oh my God.
That long ago.
Oh my God. I forget how old I am sometimes.
So that was her first year. So she just started, and I was
Yeah.
in there, and boy, you know what? Got in there, skills went great, and pitched in wherever he could. We had some kids. We had a few kids competing because of homeschool. Of course, we're going to get some kids in there because
Yeah.
it's in our backyard. So it's like great things like that. Then I moved to Harbour View, and was like skills competitions.
What's that?
Guys, we got to get involved with it because
Yeah.
after that 2016 when we hosted provincials, it was like I'm hooked.
Yeah. Oh, for
Right?
sure.
It was like, oh yeah, this I can see this as where we need to be directing our energy.
Yeah. Like a future state. Yeah.
As because not only do they connect easier with post-secondary and industry,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it's that bridging that gap there with the schools and stuff is then we can adjust what we need to do as teachers
Mm. Right.
to help support industry
And being in line with everybody.
and
yeah.
post-secondary.
Yeah.
Because I always ask the post-secondary and the industry is, what can we do better
Get our kids prepared for you. Yeah.
to get your kids prepared for you in whatever roles you guys need?
Yeah.
And it used to be, well, get them to read a tape measure. That
Yeah.
we can do that in a day,
Yeah.
right? Which one do you want? Metric, imperial, we can do it both.
Yeah.
We'll even get you on the Vernier scale.
Yeah.
It may take us 2.
Okay.
Right? We can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But and make sure we get the math, right? So,
Yeah.
but how do we work that? And then 2017, move schools.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, halfway through the year, just getting in there, just getting the feet wet. Didn't have enough time to get things set up that year. But I still went to schools that year because I was like, you know, I want to go back. I want to help out.
See what's going on. Yeah.
See what's going on. That was in another school that year. So I went there, helped out for the provincials. It was fantastic.
Mhm.
It was on the weekend at that point. I don't mind. I'll take the Saturday. I'll go up.
Yeah.
It's great. And
I was surprised this one wasn't into Saturday because most of them run into Saturday.
usually they did, and they've done it 1 or 2 times during the
Mhm.
week. And last year, actually, after talking with everybody, it was like with a tri-trade where it was the Friday and then the Saturday was high school. Well, the Saturday, it was a desert.
Yeah.
Nobody showed up, things like that.
Let's move it into the week. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If you move into the week,
Then you can bust the kids in.
what we could do then is like what I chose yesterday is we brought the high school students yesterday because today I really want to get for the secondary kids is get the middle school kids in.
Oh, right.
Right?
Right.
Because we get those in middle school
Yeah.
and even upper
Well, and
elementary.
That's what all the STEM research
Right?
shows. 12 years old. Like,
Get them in, see what the options are in high school,
Mm-hmm.
see what's going on in high school. These are what you guys can be doing in 2-3 years at most,
Yeah.
right? Get them inspired.
Right.
What's it going to do? It's going to help them get focused in middle school. So,
Mhm.
you know those rumors and things about middle school and how the kids can be tough. It's a tough time for the
Yeah.
years. But as soon as they get inspired and they have a focus on something, those behaviors are going to
Yeah.
decrease.
I mean, that's it's like what sports does to a kid.
Yeah.
You know, like they may not like a lot of things. They might sit on their phones all the time or the screen time a lot.
But
they find the sport they like.
they're hooked. And
They're
they're
hooked,
And,
yeah.
and boy, they're going to be focused on everything else, and everything
Yeah.
else in life is going to come
Yeah.
up.
Well, my daughter was music.
Yeah.
Right. Once she found that instrument, then it was.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have to worry about her watching TV ever again.
No.
Like. I mean,
Yeah. For me,
Yeah.
that was swimming.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you look at the skills world, how
Yeah.
well involved, I guess, is the word? Like, has the word spread across New Brunswick
It's
to the high schools?
It's spreading more and more and more. I'm seeing more and more schools all the time.
yeah,
Like we've got today 15
15 in welding, yeah,
15 in welding.
and a couple on backup waiting to get
Well,
in.
they were able
Yeah.
to get in, but we only have one school which has 2 competitors. That means we have 14 schools here represented,
Yeah,
which to me is great,
that's amazing. Yeah.
right? So what's going to happen? It's going to just raise the competition for everybody else.
Well, and that's 14 schools that have welding programs, right?
Yeah.
Like that in itself is like rare. Like in Saskatchewan, I don't think I could find 14 schools that have welding programs. Like,
I can name off more than 14 schools from where we are right now within a 100-kilometer radius.
That's wild. And that's something that actually came up on the podcast yesterday a couple times was the amount of weld training centers there is out here. you got the campuses of NBCC, then you got NSCC in Nova Scotia. And
we have the union halls.
All the unions, which are very deeply invested out here.
And there's even in St. John here, there's a private.
That's right. They're saying there's private colleges.
Yeah, Ready Arc.
So there is a lot of opportunities to get into the trades out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of opportunities for the variety of, not just welding, but just a variety of things, which is great. And there's even opportunities for the various trades out here. Like I was talking to somebody last week, and they said, this came from a meeting where they're talking to the insulators. And we can't find enough insulators in the country.
Yeah.
And we have more than enough work for 3 years here.
Yeah.
Just here.
Here.
Right? So, and my youngest has actually just gone into scaffolding here.
Yeah.
And is loving it.
Never be out of work.
Never be out of work.
Scaffolders, first in, last out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Never be out of work. And he's loving it.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what?
Well, I was talking to the union guys yesterday, and they said there's almost 2 million man-hours of work waiting to be done.
Yeah.
That's years of work.
And we don't have the resources.
Yeah.
And I remember you said on the podcast a few years ago, it was like, if every high school student in the country went into today, we would still be short.
We'd still be short, yeah. There's that's not enough.
That's nowhere near enough. And that's just one trade.
Yeah.
And we have a multitude of trades. Like we have, 40 competition areas?
Yeah.
Something like that? Like, how?
Where? How?
Yeah. Like, we can do it. But we need to help.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck. And I'm fortunate on our school, we don't have that stigma of trades as a bad word. It's we're equal.
Yeah, smart kids go to university.
No.
The bad kids go to trade.
No, that's no, we have smart kids do both.
That's right.
We have smart kids do everything. The bad kids can do everything too. It doesn't matter. And to me, I never look at it, what's a bad kid, good kid? No, it's like, you've got your own challenges.
Yeah, and these are the opportunities in front of you. What are you going to do?
Yeah. And let's try to get you challenges, and if we can get you a skill, that's going to help raise you up.
Right.
Because in St. John, we also do have a large population of poverty.
Right.
And it's been generational. So how do we? So that's what we've been doing things to help that out too.
Well, it's good, and I find that what happens with skills, because it's really at the end of the day a not-for-profit outside entity, like education adjacent, I would say, is that it really invests into the community of the trades.
It does.
Because there's the industrial side of the trades where people go to work to get paid. You get a paycheck, you take it home, done deal. That's very transactional. That can be a love-hate relationship. Like
at the end of the day, you shake hands, walk away.
That's right.
End of the relationship.
But the trades have something that's quite unique, and I would say even welding specifically, is that it has this network, this whole world of community that seems to exist. And if you don't believe me, just type in weld on Instagram, right? And you'll see the communities that exist to try to support this trade. And they're just people that are proud of what they do and what their work is. And that's something that I think sucks people in more than the paycheck, the community, because it's the people that they get to meet and know, and it's forever.
Yeah. And you're making connections with things you're interested in, you want to do, things like that. So, like, I've got no issues, because at the end of the day, you walk away, you've created something. Yeah. And it's creative. That's why, like, I'm the SPR of the tech department, but it's the creative department.
Yeah.
Because we have the skilled trades, we have the arts, the creative arts, right?
Yeah.
So it's like.
So how do you feel about this year's skills? Here in St. John, how do you find them as a host city this year? NBCC here.
Actually, I'm really enjoying having seen the post-secondary yesterday, because I've never been able to see the post-secondary.
Oh, really?
I've always been teaching.
Yeah.
Right? Can't get the day off to go to.
No,
you got to be in front of the kids, right? And I understand that, because I heard
it's a job. Yeah.
Well, for me, it's not a job. For me, it's
a responsibility.
If I'm not there in front of the kids aren't in the shop.
Right.
So I don't miss too many days.
Yeah. But how you got to see the post-secondary yesterday?
Yeah, it was really good, and the kids who got to see the post-secondary and got to try trades, things like that, that was really inspiring to them. So to me, it's been great, and having it during the week, I think, has been a fantastic thing. Yeah, I know it's a little bit more disruptive for people's schedules, but you know what?
I don't find it that way.
But the benefits, outweigh.
That's right.
Those minor costs, I think, and I'm calling those costs minor. They're minor costs compared to the benefits and the outcomes that we're achieving.
I've had some pushback across the country every now and then from high school, school boards, where it's like, well, we only have X number of PD days. But I also worked in education for a while, and I know how much of those PD or PL days are viewed as more of an escape or a day off, right? And
ours are used,
right? And that's the thing, like, this is not that.
No.
This is an investment.
Oh yeah,
right. Like, and it's something that it's been reiterated not just here but every year. Is that I really believe every instructor, teacher, welder, tradesperson, whatever you are, should attend, if not at least their provincial competition.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
For sure the nationals, because the nationals are times 100.
They are the next level.
Yeah.
And like I've been to the last 2 nationals.
Yeah.
And
you were in Quebec,
yeah,
right?
I was in Quebec. I was also in Winnipeg.
Yeah, those are so fun.
And they were a blast.
Mm-hmm.
And now having been there and making those connections with industries, things like that. Even today, yesterday at the Provincials, making the connections with the industries for a teacher and just having those chances of collaboration with the upper education people. How can we combine? What can we do together to help grow the trades? Or where can we help fill the needs?
Right.
So
and how, when you're like working with the other professionals here, seeing the other instructors at the colleges and the suppliers and everyone here, how well does that outfit you going back to the school? When you go back to work next week, you go back with a new set of tools in your brain.
I have stuff I'm going to be bringing into the classroom tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm back in the classroom tomorrow. I got stuff I'm going to be putting into the shop tomorrow.
You're like, ooh, I saw this.
I saw this, and we're going to do it. And I was like,
yeah,
absolutely. And then I've also same time is like talking with people, going, you know what I've been doing, this is good.
Yeah, you're not on the wrong track.
I'm not on the wrong track, or I might want to tweak this, or this is a new idea. I want to try things like that. But I've also got things now I can move forward for next year, next month already.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, I've only been here one day. We're just starting today, and I'm like, sweet. I got more things I got to put in my pocket here. Or I can
keep a journal or a notepad.
Yeah. Or what can I bring back for the other trades as well, for the other teachers who can't be here, who don't get this opportunity. When I go to nationals, that's what I'm always doing. Is I'm coming back with different projects, things like that, because we have one of our teachers does the intro to skilled trades and the grade 9 tech, which is the introduction to the trades, things like that. So I'm always trying to find all those little projects they can do to put together so they can drive an interest, so they can get up and going on things. And I'm always coming up with something or connections that, let's touch base and let's get you connected with the right people so we can really.
Does the skills community, I guess, I'm just trying to think of like how the other connections can be created. Do you have people from skills come to your schools and talk and stuff like that?
Yeah. No.
Like, what's the back and forth?
Well, for me, I've always reached out to skills, and we've since 2016 we've got that connection and things like that. And I've always tried to reach out to them, and they come in, they talk to the kids. I get them coming in every year to talk to the kids.
Good.
And I also time it. I get them in the fall, but then I also get them early February because the school registrations just start coming out in February. And I always get kids go, that
is an option. Yeah,
I'm good at this, so.
Go with it.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I had a girl a couple of years ago who went to Winnipeg for public speaking.
Yeah.
Today she's competing in workplace safety.
Oh, wow. Well, I see the crossover for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like she finished 4th at nationals.
Yeah.
And last year she finished, she didn't even medal at provincials. I was like, but you know what? I didn't. I honestly, I didn't invest myself as much as I did that year, first year, but I kind of want to go this way. I went, absolutely.
Go with it, yeah.
Go with it. And I got other kids who are coming in, trying out. They've never taken a shop class, but they're doing some of the other competitions here.
Yeah.
Right? You got people who are new and I want to try this out. Absolutely, we're going to get you in here.
Yeah.
And to me, it's like, we don't have to teach it. We may not have it in school, but if you got an interest, we're going to chase it down for you.
Yeah. Now, what kind of advice would you give to perhaps a young educator getting into high schools that, is going to be put into these roles going forward? What kind of advice would you give them in terms of support for possibly any skilled trades and B, like resources that they can draw upon?
Well, like for me, I've been really fortunate, and I think the province is really, really fortunate too, is we've had access to for the welding stuff, the online learning portal for the CWB learning stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic curriculum.
Yeah.
Heck of a lot better than a textbook too, and it's current.
For sure, it's updated all the time.
Right?
Yeah.
It's constantly updated. I saw an update last week. I was like, fantastic. Right? But it's like, I can always see how it's getting upgraded, things like that. I was like, you know what? Yeah, put in for it and things like that. There's always hiccups and things, but you know what? It works. It's effective, and it allows me then to get more time in the shop.
Yeah, where you need to be. Yeah.
Hands-on with the kids.
Yeah.
Versus in a classroom with a textbook.
Yeah, and textbooks are death now.
Well, textbooks are 10 years out of date.
Yeah.
Right? Well, and the cost.
Yeah.
Right? Where
$300, some of them, like, it's who's going to pay for that?
a class set of that?
Yeah.
One class set's like, oh, well, there goes the budget for the year.
Yeah, exactly.
But what we have available, though, it's like, you know what? Now we can do it effectively, and there's other online resources, too, we can use.
There's lots out there.
Lots out there.
Yeah.
And some of them are not as good as others. Others, like, I think CWB is the gold standard. That's
what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
And try to support it with the other pieces of the puzzle, too, right?
And it's been really good and really effective, and my kids have been really, really successful at skills. I can say that.
How are they going to do today?
Well, I know the competitors are in there. I know what it is. And actually today, when I walked in there to see who the competitors were, I was actually really happy to see we're not quite parity for girls to guys.
I saw 4 or 5 girls in there. Yeah, that's
and
great.
I was like, and that was 4 or 5 at 11. Now we got a 6th one in there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
amazing. Good.
Yeah. So like,
oh, that's right. Right at the end they were walking in.
Yeah, another one walked in there. I was like, that's almost parity.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm always aiming for is parity.
Well, what did Courtney say yesterday on the winners table there? The precision machining or somebody had all top 3 were women.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Nice.
She's like, this is the first time we've had a top 3
Yeah.
all women in this trade.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's amazing. Good.
Yeah. Like to me, it's like, why not?
Yeah.
And for me, like going to provincials, we always have to do an in-school competition because I have so many kids who are interested.
Mm-hmm.
So we do an in-school, and inevitably, I have a runoff.
Yeah, you have to trail it down.
Well, no, like I have all the kids who want to do it. We do the school-based project, which the province helps fund, things like that, which is I absolutely love, and really think we need to grow that more.
Yeah.
But then we also have another project, the higher level, like
a
previous provincial skills project.
So let's see what you can do.
Let's kick it up a notch and see what you can do.
Yeah.
And I always have, if I don't have enough, I'll make more packages.
Mm-hmm.
So we have 4 or 5 going at it.
Yeah.
And inevitably in that, it's always at least one girl.
Yeah, good.
Out of our program.
Yeah.
I'm going, great, I want more. And last year, it was so close.
Well, in the last 3 years, the best welder in Canada has almost been a girl twice.
Yeah.
Second place 2 years in a row. And
Yeah.
it's like,
and I think last year was the Browns was also a girl.
that's right. And it's like so close.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah. And to me, it's like, you know what? And for me,
I would love for Canada to be the first country internationally to send a girl to Worlds.
Absolutely.
I would love for us to make that move, right?
Oh,
like,
I am totally with you on that one because to me, like having worked in the trades,
mm-hmm.
having worked in the education system, both systems, like education system, predominantly women.
Yeah.
Trades, predominantly men.
Right.
And when I've been in a system where it's been more balanced,
yeah.
Wow, are we effective?
That's right. The creativity's off the charts.
Off the charts.
Yeah.
Everything else, it's an amazing experience.
Yeah.
But you don't get to experience it if you don't have that balance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So for me, and that's why I love trying to get that parity together with the women.
Yeah. All right. Last couple questions.
Yep.
For yourself here with skills, what is it that you're looking to take back with you from, these couple days?
Taken back to me, like, what can we do to get the kids inspired for next year?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What can we do to grow for next year? What can we do for other things to help further grow what we have?
Yeah.
And get more kids interested.
Yeah.
I mean, because if we get the interest, right? We get that passion. Once we get the passion ignited, boy, we're going to go places.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
And for the last question, because I know you've been involved with multiple layers of the CWB, the foundation, the association, through skills, through the conferences, you've been involved, and I appreciate that, that I see you be involved.
I really appreciate you guys because our welding lab would not be there without the CWB Foundation.
But what is it that we could do better? Because it's good to ask people that know the system, because if I can't just ask that to anybody.
No, you can't.
Right.
For me, like when you guys have been helping support the programs, keeping like that, like our biggest challenges are always consumables.
Yeah.
And keeping PPE updated, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some schools do it differently than I do. And for me, I always stress getting the right sized PPE to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have 2 different sizes of gloves. I found women's gloves that are
actually not just small men's.
well, no, they're the Lincoln Jesse Coombs ones. I don't know if they're still Jesse Coombs, but at one point they were discontinued, so I bought as many as I could from the supplier. Like I cleaned them out of Canada, and I've got them. I got a stock. Is like I gotta have gloves that fit small hands.
Yeah, that's right.
And then also finding jackets.
Yes, jackets are always an issue.
Oh, and like last year there was a competitor at the Provincials, and they've gone on to post-secondary welding. But this girl, the jacket was 3 sizes too big for her. Her gloves were 3 sizes too big for her. Like you could fold over the fingers. It's like,
what are you gonna do with that? Yeah,
how is that fair?
Yeah,
right. And to me, it's if you got baggy clothing,
and it's unsafe.
It is.
Yeah,
and like it's unsafe. Like how do we? So for me, it's like I'm gonna spend our budget to make sure we have the PPE to fit.
That's interesting because those are the same things that as an association we've struggled with. The last couple of years, we have reached out to a number of different suppliers
and nothing there.
No, and we find people that are starting things. There's coming down the pipe.
But it's like,
but number one, they're usually just looking at the trades as in generic terms, and welding is not like the other trades. We can't be having zippers.
No.
We can't be, we can't be polyester.
Oh, yeah.
So, right. So this ruins a lot of what's already out there in terms of FR or safety clothing, right?
Or cost effective.
That's right.
FR,
so
it's like,
so now what do you do? Where do you go? And we are actively supporting some startups that are trying to get, but it's
hard.
It's not coming out as much as we need it. Like we want to get out of this 4% with women. We want to get them into some level.
I want to get
40%. That's right. I want to get to some level of parity, but that's not going to happen without them having 40% of the market share for clothing, boots, everything else.
Because it's going to be too cost.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So how do we balance that out? And then the other thing especially for high schools, it's consumables.
Consumables,
For us, we're fortunate because we get the government rate for gas.
Mm-hmm.
So the lease we have to pay.
Are
the
you
lease
on
once
the Lincoln consumables program?
No, it's like, but I'm not on it. But at the same time, I've been using Lind, and the local people have been willing to match.
Okay, that's good.
So I was like,
because there is an educational portal for Lincoln.
Yeah. Well, they like the local guys here have been fantastic. They've been really great to us, supporting us, and like they're willing to play ball. Same time as we've actually been fortunate is some of the local companies as well. Some of the larger fabric companies have also donated.
That's something I'm pushing a lot.
Yeah.
And
like they had the old rods from one of the companies.
Yeah, they're expired.
They're expired. They can't use them, or they're bad batch, something like that. So, when it was 2021, they backed up 2 half-ton trucks to our school.
That's amazing.
And I actually went through and I figured out how much the cost would have been.
Yeah.
And we got something like almost $20,000 worth of rods.
So listen to this story. In Alberta 2 years ago, there was a large program, construction program happening up in North Alberta, and it got finished. And when it was all done, they had a full sea can full of electrodes that was left over, already paid for, but not needed for the job. And the company donated it to the CWB, and through the association and the foundation, we distributed 1.3 tons of electrodes all over the province for free. Yeah, because same thing, expired. Burn them up. What are you gonna do? Throw them away?
But they're great for practice, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So the kids are getting exposed to not just the standard 1/8 rods, 3/32 rods. We've got 5/32 rods, and it's not just the 70-18, the 60-10, or 60-11. We got 80-18. We got 90-18. We got a few more things. So we have a bit more PPE involved. But you know what? Big deal.
You get to play with it. Yeah,
they get to play with it. They get to know what an Inconel rod is.
Yeah,
we got 308Ls. We got 309. We got 316s. Come on.
That's nice.
70-24s, of course. What size do you want?
Yeah, burn those up.
Right. But and I went, well, we're not going to use a 60-13s. Come on, that's just. But
give those to your dad.
Leave them aside. But they get exposed to the different sizes. Yeah. So when they leave us, they go, oh yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, we know. We ran these.
Yeah.
So they get a chance to run. Big rods. They like the big rods.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for this interview. Any last words you'd like to say, anybody, in terms of the skilled trades or even Skills Canada?
Well, you know what? I do have to say thanks to Courtney and the Skills in Brunswick team. They've been fantastic. They support the students and the competitors here so much,
Mm-hmm.
especially at nationals, because I know what some of the other provinces' competitors have to pay.
Yeah.
And for the high school students here, there are students who would not be going to nationals because they wouldn't be able to afford to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Absolutely.
So, like, to me, they have been absolutely fantastic. They're the reason why skills are growing.
Yeah.
And in the schools even.
Yeah.
And I know it doesn't get out there much, but
Yeah.
I can see how they've been pushing, and they've been working with industry, they've been working with the government, and there's been a big push, which has been fantastic, and they've been great advocates.
Well, we wouldn't be out here if it wasn't for Courtney calling me and saying, "Getting your butt down here." Okay, I'm coming.
You know what? And she has been fantastic for the province.
Yeah,
Right?
That's awesome. Well, shout out to Courtney. Thank you so much. We're going to interview her hopefully later today.
Yeah, we ended up switching. She had conflicts there going on.
She's busy. She's a busy lady.
I understand. She knows that, you know what, I'll play ball, and I'll jump in where I need to.
Thank you so much for being here. Good luck to your competitor. Great program that you have with your high school.
Oh, and I'll see you at Nationals.
One of these I'll see you at Nationals. We'll be there. It's in Regina. So,
Actually, that's one place I've not been in Saskatchewan yet.
Well, hopefully I can show you all a good time. I already got a venue booked for us. So to go. It's a cool brewery. So, yeah. But, take care. And, I'll see you out on the floor in a little bit here.
Yeah.
Awesome. And thank you to everybody that's been watching, downloading, and listening to our podcast. We are, crushing it as always, and it's because of our guests and the amazing places we get to go. So keep downloading them and commenting them, and we'll catch you at the next one.
We hope you enjoyed the show.